I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, I'm Brendan with the Cyber Defense Initiative, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
I haven't seen Brendan in a while. Well, good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, July 15th, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Got to start out today with a huge shout out to Brody, my daughter. It's her 20th birthday. I no longer have teenagers. That is it. I hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. Let's get to what we're doing on the show today. I've got Morning Roundup with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD. They'll be joining us with local news and weather for Frederick. Plus, I'm sure we're going to be talking about some of the crazy stuff going on. I'm going to talk to you about what's happening in Frederick and give you a bunch of stuff you can be doing this week in and around Frederick, plus stuff you're going to want to mark your calendars for. And then we're going to chat with Rob from Momentum Pro Coaching. And finally, Dwayne Myers from Dynamic Automotive. I got a chance to sit down with him. I tell you, he's got to be one of the nicest guys in Frederick, period. I don't know. I love him. He's got a great demeanor. What a great business he's a part of. And, yeah, he'd be a great mentor for sure. All right, don't forget all of the Good Morning Frederick merch that you purchase in the month of July benefits Sleep in Heavenly Peace. So come by 401 North Market Street, Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 to 4. You can drop off your twin bedding for Sleep in Heavenly Peace for the bed builds. You can pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, which is as good as buying some bedding. Because they'll be able to do that as well. And yeah, stop by and say hi and pick up some great t-shirts. Right now we have buy one, get one free for Good Morning Frederick merch. So 2 t-shirts for $25. Can't beat that, really. So stop by starting tomorrow, 11 a.m. All right, let's go ahead and let's see who's joining us this morning. Of course. Have a totally amazing Tuesday. That's right. Mama Cone is joining us this morning. Of course, as always, my number one fan. Appreciate that so much, Mama Cone. Thank you so much. You're my biggest cheerleader, best supporter, and, obviously, that's what moms are for, right? I'm so grateful that I still have her around, hopefully for a long time to come. All right, let's go ahead and officially start this Tuesday. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. They understand how pain can hold you back. Right now, you can save $400 on your first visit. Be on the road to feeling better for just $50 when you mention Good Morning Frederick when you call for your appointment. Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your wellness objectives. All right, let's go ahead and see what is happening in Frederick with our morning roundup with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Welcome. Oh, what?
Peekaboo.
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 I work with that every day.
Every day I have to work with that. Every day.
So that's what I do when we're off air. I take my very important, because, I'm an important person. I'm a program director. I'm in charge of the station. I take my program director folder and go, Bob, peekaboo. Peekaboo. When we're off air.
Bob,
yeah.
you look exasperated.
It's working with one thing. It's being at home and dealing with Chris Michaels is way different than being with him nonstop. I mean, it's just it never stops. He's like this all the time, and he's like, look at me, I'm good looking, I'm whatever. He's a
wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Mute his mic. He's gonna tell a lie.
Let me defend myself here, if I may, Danny. Okay, I do all this because my yoga instructor told me that I need to start
his yoga instructor.
I need to start stretching more.
His yoga. Come on, my God, we hired a guy who doesn't know how to speak English. His yoga instructor.
He's like Johnny Cochran, the lawyer. I can never get a word in edgewise. I was told to stretch during the show because I sit down a lot. That's why I do that. See, it's for my own health. Mm-hmm. Don't you want me around longer, Bob Miller, so we can, stare at each other eye to eye like we do every morning?
Moving on. Two topics I want to talk about with Danny, because you are getting your tags done.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, and as you can see, I've gotten dressed up for it. I'm going to get my driver's license today. I've set my appointment up. I had to, I have another job, and so I have to I'm getting it done in Hagerstown, because when I go to the Vale and get back to Hagerstown, it'll be about the right time. So hopefully I'll be there on time. And the second thing is that, I don't know how much that's going to cost me. I have to get my title and tags done soon. So I got my truck, which I don't know how much they're going to charge me. I have my wife's car, and I have, we just got a Mini Cooper. So my mom's old Mini Cooper, we're getting that worked on and fixed, and we're gonna grab that so we can get speeding tickets, because they are fun cars to drive.
I don't think I've ever been in one, but they are cute.
I will take you for a ride. Oh, they've got a lot more room than you think. They really do. Now, getting out of it, it's a little tougher, but getting in.
That's more what I meant. I can't sit in low cars anymore. It's really.
Well, there's an old thing you have to do, and my mom told me this. She goes, "You swing your legs out."
Yeah,
swing. You sit down sideways, and you swing your legs in. You swing your legs out. That way, you don't have to. Because normally, you get in like with your right foot,
one leg,
right, and you don't have to do that. That's an old person thing, I guess.
Okay,
I don't know, but I saw how much money they were going to charge you.
Sounds like part of my yoga training that I have to do with my legs. So there you go. Those little cars, I feel like, you literally, if you want to parallel park them, they're so little. All you got to do is pick them up, and you can literally put them in the spot, that you're trying to park. That's how little those cars are. If I'm thinking about the same one that I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Not the little roller skate ones.
Not like a smart car.
Yeah, not like our friends over there in South Mountain, Southside Auto. They put me in one of those, and I'm like, I can't, no way. And like, like, so it's like a clown car, but a lot of people like them. But the amount of money that you have to pay for that is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm shocked. Although, I'm mad now because some people were correct. Because I was like, there's no discount for saving, for paying $500 for 3 years. This is for my 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe. But somebody said, well, then you avoid the increases that will probably come. And I didn't even think about that part.
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Well, the other thing is that if you would have done it July 1 or before July, then you would have saved some money too, because all those fees went up after July 1st. So
yeah,
and I'm but because I'm getting mine redone from Florida, so now I'm going to have to pay taxes on the amount that the truck is worth.
That is the biggest crock of BS in this state ever. Why is Maryland charging sales tax on something they haven't sold? That is, to me, that is bull.
Yep, I agree. So the other thing, and then I will acquiesce to everybody else. I got a thing in the mail yesterday because I have to get a real ID, and you have to prove where you live.
Yep.
So I am going to take a ticket that my daughter got driving our car, or her husband, that they got a ticket from the school bus authority. So they lived down in Timonium, Lutherville area, and the bus stopped, put out the red lights, right? And they drove past the bus. Now, with that being said, hang on a second, I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. So the bus was all the way over on one lane, all the way over to the right, okay? There was another lane right beside that bus. Then a double yellow line, then another lane, and then the lane that my daughter or my son-in-law, I don't know which one was driving the car, they were all the way over on the far left side, and they got a ticket. And I'm like, I don't know what the laws are, but double yellow line and 3 lanes of traffic, I would think that might be a bit excessive. I told her to take it to court.
That's crazy.
And I'm going to call him and say, hey, I wasn't driving, but because I don't want it on my, on my account. But and then I watched the video because they have video from these buses that take them. The video showed clearly that the little red sign was out that said stop and had a red light on it, but it looked like the bus was moving. And so I'm thinking, well, if you're moving, then I don't know how that works, but I don't know if they're going to, it's a $250 fine.
Can I give you a piece of advice? Can I give you a piece of advice, Bob? Listen.
Please.
Do not go to court. All right. Let me tell you what happened to me. All right. My wife was driving at that red light on Rosemont Avenue and Bogman. There's a red light camera over there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There is?
My wife passed. Yes. Yep. There's a red light camera over there, right where across from Fort Detrick.
I mean, that's where I live. I live right there. I've never seen a red light camera.
Yeah.
Well, good for you for driving the speed.
That's because you stop at the red light, which you're supposed to do. Now, my wife, she went past the red light, but I was looking, it wasn't her fault because she had a school bus in front of her, which is tall, and you couldn't see that red light. So I told my wife, I was like, look, I'm going to put my my Matlock hat on and be your lawyer. I said, we're going to go to court and we're going to fight this. Now, the problem is, if you don't win in court, you also got to pay a court fee. I told my wife, don't worry about it. I'm going to win this bad boy. So we go in there. It's about $200. Go in there. I go up there. They call my case up. I say, Your Honor, as a tax-paying citizen, I feel as though we were hoodwinked, as you would call it, and we were screwed on this ticket that we got because my wife clearly was, and I was studying. My wife is clearly unable to see the light turning from yellow to red because of the big yellow school bus that obstructed her vision. And as soon as I said that, the judge looked at me and said, guilty. You got to pay a $100 court fee plus your ticket. So as I go down there screaming, yelling, upset about, how I feel like we live in a Russian society where you're trying to steal money from me, I go outside and there's a freaking parking ticket on my car. So that $250 ticket cost me about $600 at the end of the day. So the point of the story is just pay the ticket because you're never going to beat these guys in the court of law. And believe me, you know me, Bob, when it comes to getting my point across and talking and trying to convince people, I'm really good at it. I felt as though I was a white Johnny Cochran and I did a great job. Still, even with all that, just be careful.
So what you need to do, Chris, is the next time, and this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go from a perspective of when Sheldon Cooper from the Big Bang Theory went in front of a court case when he ran a red light. He says, like a milking stool, My case rests on 3 legs, and I will demonstrate that I was improperly instructed in driving by a woman whose lack of respect for society borders on the sociopathic. I will argue that an emergency met the legal doctrine, and I was necessary. But first, I will raise a Sixth Amendment issue that I am unable to confront my accuser. He ended up in jail because it was a red light camera.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see what happens, but again, this is just to me like a money grab. It was so far over that I don't even know if they saw the bus stopping. I don't know if I would have stopped. Would you have stopped? That far, all the way over on a 4-lane highway?
Not when if there was several lanes in between. I understand like the 2 lanes each way, and especially where I get confused if there is a hard median, like a landscaped median, and you're on the other side of a 2-lane road, do you stop then? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen, I have no idea on that one.
Danny, you just
I
said
don't
it,
think
Bob.
buses should be stopping on roads that busy, actually, to be honest. They should be pulling in somewhere where it can safely get the kids on and off the bus.
Yeah.
Hey, let's be honest. You can't win this case. You just said it, Bob. Maryland is all about it's a money grabbing state. I mean, we've all been grabbed more times than Kim Kardashian from the state of Maryland. So,
I also just got my updated tax assessment. I live in the city, so I get double walloped, and that went up a lot.
And you barely live in the city, Danny, right? Like, I know where you live.
I was coming to the city, so I'm not complaining. I did know, but because this is another thing to me, I don't like the fact that the tax is assessed on perceived value. I have no problems being charged tax for what I paid for the house or what I'm paying for the house. I don't think it's right that they can assess my value where I'm not actually even seeing the benefit of that until I sell, if I ever sell. And so the fact that can just keep going up and up and up. I'm not using more services now than I was a year ago. I'm using the same services. And so to me, that's the biggest crock I've ever seen. I understand they're trying to obviously generate revenue. This is the problem with the government. The government makes nothing. So the government has to continue to take more and more and more as it gets more and more bloated and has to cover its own expenses. And that makes me so angry. The day somebody can run on they will only charge tax based on the purchase price of your property, I would vote that person in 100 times because it's just ridiculous. They can make up anything they want.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe in the crash of because we bought our townhouse in 2008, I think it was, during the crash, when property values kept going down and down and down. I don't remember getting a refund on the taxes I was paying. So to me, it's kind of like the people who decide how much gas is going to be. You know, they're betting on the futures of what the value is going to be. And I don't know. I think it's a big crock and I'm mad about it. So that's it.
You know, this is why Danny has us on the first part of the show, because we get her angry and then all the other people tell them about all the wonderful things they do. But for us, it's like,
I am mad. This is my short therapy session every day.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. It's like, you haven't seen that movie either, Chris. So
right. I'll say this though. I mean, what am I going to do about it? Right? I could move. I could go somewhere else. I could go to Tawny Town.
Right.
But I don't want to. I love Frederick. So on to some better news real quick before you get to your news thing. I just want everybody to know I have posted our next movie night for August 20th, Wednesday, August 20th at Warehouse Cinemas. You can now find this event with old Chris there. I love this. Our friend Drew at the radio station designed
this. Beautiful. It's a beautiful picture.
Danny, can you take your little mouse there real quick, please? that little mouse arrow there. Okay, I want you to go up to my head. Okay, go up to my head. That looks like one of those brown eggs you get in the store with a beard. Okay, I want you to go down a little bit further where the WFMD logo is. Go down right there. Okay, those look like moves. I do not have moves. There's no way. My chest is perfectly circumferenced and beautiful. That
could be pecs. They could be pecs. It also looks like you're wearing a necklace.
That's what I said.
Sure what's happening? And I don't know what happened to the Good Morning Frederick logo. The outline got kind of cut off the white from the red and white flag, but I love it. I can't wait. We're going to see Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Come watch with your friends. Just $20. 100% of that goes to Christmas Cash for Kids. We would love to pack the theater. I think I'm going to pay for the smaller theater this time rather than the medium theater. But hey, look, I'd love to sell it out. You can come. We're going to have some great vendors. It's going to be a happy hour from 5 to 7. And then we're going to jump into one of the theaters and watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Bueller.
Looking forward to it.
Here's the other issue that I have, Danny, and I think it's going to be a great time. And I'm just pointing to, I don't need you to use the mouse, but if you were looking over there, there's no Danny sitting in the theater. There's no Bob sitting in the theater. And the only one who gets the credit for being there is a great cartoon, and look at him whining about it.
Oh, it's not a great cartoon, Bob.
It's a great cartoon. Any cartoon is a great cartoon, dude. Any cartoon.
I'm not the most beautiful person in the world, but I think I'm a little more handsomer than that cartoon.
I don't think so.
Handsomer.
I don't think right. There you go. That's nothing.
Extra more handsomer.
Mm-hmm.
Before I get to news, Bob, real quickly, I gotta say, Bob Miller, I'm a beaten man. I am a beaten man, Bob Miller. I lost. I throw in the towel. Danny wins. You win. Yesterday, I went to Danny's desk and tried to start an argument with her. And it turns out it didn't work. I was talking about, we were talking about yesterday, Shawshank Redemption, and I was telling you how, if it's such a great movie, I think you were telling me it's ranked like 72 or 74 in the list of greatest movies. I'm like, well, if it was that great of a movie, how come it's not the top 10? And I gave that info to Danny, and she shut me up right away. Danny, I'll let you explain.
So, Chris, first of all, any ratings chart, any top 100 of anything is obviously always based in whomever is doing it, right? But anyway, Chris comes up and says, you guys are saying Shawshank Redemption was like one of the best movies of all time. It's on the list, but the Billboard top 100 movies, it's like 75, which honestly, in the scheme of the millions of movies that have been made, still top 100, I still think very worthwhile.
Let me just tweak that a little bit, Danny.
I went to our good friends at Google and said, give me the top movies of all time. I pull up the list, which is from IMDb, which is the movie company. Number 1, Shawshank Redemption. I could not have planned his face. He just turned and walked away. Like there was nothing to say. And I thought it was great. It was just perfect how that worked out. I had no idea it was going to come up. I didn't know it was a great movie, but seriously.
Number 1, Bob. Number 1. Let me just tweak one thing. No. I don't know where Bob got that list from, but what I was saying was, it wasn't the Billboard. That's just music, but I don't know where Bob got that list. But my whole point was on the Billboard Hot 100, and Danny's been in radio for years, as you. If it's ranked number 72 on the Billboard Hot 100, it wasn't a huge hit. Really,
it's still in the 100 of all time. I get that,
but it's still not like top 10 songs. So I was kind of comparing it to music-wise.
I know what you were trying to do. You didn't do it well, and you're just gonna have to eat the crow and watch the daggone movies for the kids.
This is
every day.
Apparently, it didn't matter because it was number 1. So either way, I was wrong. Listen, I hate to let you guys go, but I got to run. I'm sorry. I've got somebody waiting for me. But Danny, what could I say? Hats off to you, my friend. You beat me.
American Film Institute's top 100 is where the guy who was listening to us in Tennessee sent it to us. The American Film Institute. So there you go.
All right. I got to roll. I'll see you guys.
Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Yeah.
All
God, we got some news out of you.
Yeah.
I got to do sports, and there's not a whole lot of sports except for, the All-Star break is happening. A switch hitting catcher won the home run derby. There's a couple guys from Frederick who are got picked in the major league draft out there. Hang on a second. Now I'm getting all kinds of weird stuff on my computer, but we got a couple
I did
kids.
see that, though. We have a couple locals that one drafted number 4 in the first round, and the other one, I think, 25th or 28th or something.
Well, no, these were the ones that I have are 372, and the other one was 351 overall.
All right, let me look because
the
the
draft.
Mid-Atlantic, because I just interviewed a girl from the Mid-Atlantic Red Sox, and they have on there Nick Kurtz, selected 4th overall in the 2024 Major League Draft.
Well, that was
so
2024.
I guess Nick becomes the 63rd Mid-Atlantic Red Sox alum to be drafted or signed professionally. He's the highest drafted player in the Mid-Atlantic Red Sox history, passing Nick Bitsko, 24th overall in 2020. So I think the Mid-Atlantic Red Sox, they're from around here. So I don't know. Maybe he's not from Frederick. He might be from somewhere close.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're from the draft league or whatever, that could be something different. But I was talking about kids that are actually from this area. There was a young man by the name of Ben Moore.
Yeah.
He got picked, and Ryan DeSanto,
Okay.
another player who thought he was going to get picked, but he did not. Ty Knaus, I think that's how you say it. He's looking to go back to Maryland to wait out. I mean, hey, look, you know what? Another year at college won't hurt you. So,
No,
that's where we
I
stand.
think really a lot of these kids, I think they jump in quick because they obviously need to make hay while the sun shines.
Mhm.
But sometimes that extra year of maturity and strength building and all of that is a good thing. So,
Yep, absolutely. So there you go. And we'll be back to normal. A couple of Frederick Keys were drafted in the Major League Baseball draft from parts, around the country. Nobody locally, but nice to see that the local players that you're seeing, and which was one of the things that they talked about the draft league, is that these are the kids who get the second chance, or, they're not on an affiliated team, but they still catch the eye of some of these great coaches.
Absolutely, for sure. All right, my friend. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Good luck at the DMV. And
do you get dressed up? Do you do your hair? Because this is how I'm going. It looks like this, folks. This is what it's going to look like. That's my picture, and I'm going to go, I guess.
I thought I did, but when they showed me the picture, I said, you know what? Whatever. Like,
right?
I just can't even.
I don't care anymore. I'm 62, soon to be 63. I'm like a Phil Collins song. I don't care anymore. No more. No more.
Either. All right.
Have a great day.
Bye. Oh, goodness gracious. They are a hoot. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to talk about what's happening in Frederick. We got Rob Prokop from Momentum Pro Coaching and Dwayne Myers from Dynamic Automotive, all coming up. Just after this.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026. Oh, yes. I can't wait for that trip next year. It's going to be amazing. All right, it's time to talk about what is happening in Frederick. And let's get to that. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Taquito in Hagerstown. And of course, Taco Bar in Gaithersburg as well. All right, 3 great locations, authentic Mexican food, affordable prices. Taco Bars in West Point Plaza off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is located at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers a drive-through experience, but they also have some great picnic tables out front, so you don't have to sit in your car if you don't want to. You can walk up to the window and order. You can drive through and take it home. If you want more information, tacobar1.com or taquitobytacobar.com. All right, I want to thank everybody who has purchased their tickets to Souls of Joy. We still have some remaining. It is August 8th. It's a Friday. We have live music from the Learned Doctors, goes from 6 to 9 p.m. Included in your ticket, heavy hors d'oeuvres, desserts, beer, wine, and seltzers, and a ton of fun. Plus, you coming to this event is doing great for our families, especially the kiddos who don't have shoes to start out school. You can help also, and I want to thank those who have donated to my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. I've been able to buy some new shoes. I'm up to 110 pairs so far. Might have to do a recount because there were some dropped off at the Home of Everything Frederick from our Moss lady, Judith. Dropped off some shoes, which I appreciate. And I had somebody place a pair of shoes on my desk at WFRE. So I appreciate that as well. Now, if you're out and about shopping and you see a great deal on shoes, I just picked up some kids' boots, rain boots at Sam's for $6 each last night. Picked up 4 pair there, and you can't beat it. You can drop off shoes to the Home of Everything Frederick. Now, it can be any sized shoe because these are for kids from 6 years old all the way up to 18, and preferably closed-toed shoes, boots, sneakers, but any will do. They all go to help, and we would love to hit that goal that we have of 5,000 total pairs of shoes. They are being distributed by 5 local organizations, including Girls on the Run, Boys and Girls Club, the Housing Authority, and others. So if you go onto Eventbrite, look up Souls of Joy, you will see the full listing of everything there. We would love for you to be a sponsor. We would love for you to buy a ticket or 2, bring some friends. It's going to be a great night for an amazing cause. All right. Today we got at 2 o'clock Ninja Fun with Kicks Karate at Sieber Arts Library. And at 3:30, the YMCA Farmers Market happens right on North Market Street. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, you can make your own Dragon Eye at the Middletown Library. And Thursday is Summerfest Family Theater at Baker Park Bandshell at 10 a.m. And of course, at 5 p.m., it is Alive at 5 at Carroll Creek. Best happy hour in Frederick. 21 and up only for that. Or if you just want to listen to Justin Trawick and the Common Good, you can sit on the library side on that little grassy hill or up on the outdoor patio of the library under the umbrella up there and listen to the great music. Friday, Middletown Movie Night at Remsburg Park. They're playing Moana 2. Saturday, there's a bunch of great stuff happening. You can sign up for a bed build for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Just go to their website to do that. 10 to 2, it's Wrench and Ride Cars and Coffee Car Show. It's in Charlestown. It's free admission. They're classic and custom cars and truck, muscle cars and hot rods. There's face painting and balloon art. Completely family-friendly event there. But at 11 to 4, I'll be at the Asbury United Methodist Annual Community Block Party. Stop by and see me. You can drop off your shoe donation for Souls of Joy. I'd love that. You can come get a freebie. That's right. All you got to do, we got 3 things you got to do, and I'll have T-shirts that you can get. Pick up right there. You can get your magnet for Watch and Win. And we're also going to be handing out a lot of great stuff too. So come see me this Saturday, 11 to 4. Let's see what's coming up. Next week, the things you want to know about. July 22nd, 5 p.m., Explore the World. Mark this on your calendar. It is at Antietam World Travel Service Office, right on Old Farm Road. You get to ask questions and learn all about Colette Guided Tours. It's the most trusted name in travel, been around for over 100 years. Paul Julia will be on hand for that July 22nd at 5 o'clock. You can register, you can give them a call, and they will take care of that for you as well. One of the other things I want to make sure and mention that is coming up, I just want to make sure. We've got a Women's Wellness Expo happening at the Unrivaled Iron Gym front lawn. That is August 9th from 10 to 2. You're going to want to be a part of that. They're going to have all kinds of vendors that are beneficial to women's health. I don't know about you, but as I'm getting older, boy, I tell you, I'm trying to eat cleaner, do better things. I still can't lose the weight. It just comes right back on. But I tell you, I just want to be healthy, and that's for sure. August 18th, we really, actually starting now through September 2nd, you want to pick up your Good Morning Frederick magnet to put on your vehicle. You could win $100 when we start Watch and Win just after Labor Day. And of course, August 20th is that movie night at Warehouse Cinemas. Benefits Christmas Cash for Kids, just $20. You get your ticket, unlimited popcorn and soda, plus a lot of fun with Chris and Bob and I and all of our friends. And then August 22nd and 23rd, it's the Brunswick Community Festival at the Burkittsville Ruritan Club. Pony rides, games, inflatables, free admission to that. It's 4 to 9 p.m. both days there. And let me see, what do I have? I've got, Blue Crabs and Blueprints is also coming up. I believe tickets are on sale for that for August 23rd. I know this is like my future slide, but I just want to make sure you guys are aware of some great things happening throughout the rest of the summer. And while we don't want to wish the summer away, there's some great things coming up that I'm very excited about. If you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or tag me on social or make sure I see it. You can even text 888-465-2944 and I'll get it there. We're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Rob from Momentum Pro Coaching and Dwayne Myers from Dynamic Automotive coming up just after this. Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a brand new patio or deck. All you have to do is call Sandra 301-703-2157 or send an email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. All you have to do is let Sandra know that you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's see who is making our market healthier and better. Market Makers is sponsored by Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download the app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. Look for the Maryland Lottery app in your app store. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. Well, Rob Prokop from Momentum Pro Coaching doesn't count on the lottery. No. He's got a way to help make you fit and healthy. Here he is. We're at 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. It is the home of everything Frederick. And I'm with Rob, Momentum Pro Coaching.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, too. We chatted on the phone a few weeks ago, and I got to learn a little bit about what you do, but I appreciate you joining us on Good Morning Frederick.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You've been doing coaching for how long now?
Well, I'm in my second year.
Okay.
And I had a contracting business for a long time, and I'm kind of trying to change into something that is more fulfilling.
Yes, yeah. Not that I'm sure contracting is a great job, but this is kind of has a different twist to it. So you actually help people overcome things in their own lives, and you've overcome things in your own life, which gives you kind of a good basis to help others.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about what led you to coaching and your transformation.
So I was diagnosed with cancer in early 2021. And it kind of was a wake-up call.
As it would be, I'm sure, yeah.
And at that point, I was close to 300 pounds.
Okay.
And I said, I've done marathon training. I had done things like that previous, and I let myself get off track.
Okay.
A variety of personal things. And at any rate, I put myself through the program that I help people with. And I found that changing my mindset and my habits were the keys to it.
Boy, isn't that the truth, though?
No magic wand.
No, there is no and it didn't take a day to get you where you were. It's never going to take you a day to get out.
That's for sure. But that was the fun part. And if you can stick to it.
Sure.
It's so I've always wanted to help others.
Okay.
And I could not find that in my contracting business.
Yeah.
And so helping others, seeing a spark in somebody's eye when they can overcome something is absolutely my favorite part of why I do this.
Yeah, that's excellent. And I think anytime we can help somebody else realize their own potential, boy, isn't that a gift to yourself as much as it is to them?
Absolutely.
So tell me, if somebody reaches out to you, maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's running a marathon, maybe it's running a 5K, maybe it's just getting up off the couch. How does that process look when somebody reaches out to you?
So the first thing I do is I talk to them and I find out a little bit about their goals and aspirations. Next thing I do is try to find out what's in the way of those goals and objectives. Are they trying to bite off too much too soon? And then I take those little action steps paired with an improved mindset, and I break them down into little steps.
Yeah.
Then I hold them very accountable.
That's the key, I think, right?
That's the piece. Nobody can walk it alone.
Yeah.
And usually bad habits come from anything from addiction to sugar to addiction to sitting down.
Yeah.
And once you pair new habits and new choices at every fork in the road, making a choice that supports your goals.
Yeah.
The rest
It's
is easy.
Easy street after
yes,
that,
ma'am.
isn't it? So with these accountability sessions or meetups, are they online? Are they in person? Little both? How does that work?
So I've found that I meet people both on Zoom, Google Meets, as well as in person.
Okay.
I'll go right to their home or office, and I work with both individuals and teams. So sometimes working with groups is an opportunity for the people in the groups to learn from each other. As they're hearing what I have to offer. And so individuals and groups, both in person and online.
Very good. You were just telling Mama Cone you're thinking about the Marine Corps Marathon for October. You're training for it now. When's the last time you ran something like that?
2022.
Okay.
And I ran my 10th marathon in 2022. But you find that it's easy to get off of track.
And this is really good because as a coach for other people, you've walked the walk and you understand that a little bit of complacency can sometimes shift us off track to where we do need to steer back to it. And it is hard to live a life of doing what you're supposed to do every minute of every day. It's tough.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're dealing with other issues as well. So, your health, caring for yourself in other ways. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
Yeah. Recently, I learned that everything's in check.
There you go.
So
well, congratulations for that.
Thank you very much.
And we'll pray for you that continues because I know how that can shift you off track. That's just a whole topsy-turvy world upside down kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And for you to help others when you've already gone through those things, I think it gives you a perspective that people would appreciate. Yeah.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah. So they can reach out through your website, right? And that's momentumprocoaching.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. We'll make sure that's on screen. And you're taking new clients.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, if you have a team of people, if you're a company and you want Rob to come work with your team, I always think it's great when you can do activities. How does that look different than a one-on-one session?
So the teams, I try to set it up so I can meet at the place of business. And a lot of times you can hear grievances, and sometimes people
I bet
people don't get along necessarily, and you try to get to the root of it, and then you help grow. And once you get that team spirit going, it feeds off each other.
Sure.
And then you take
I mean, it's amazing how much positivity is as effective as negativity, right? And so just as bad as the cancer sometimes in a group can spread, the good stuff can spread too. And it is just a shift in perspective, isn't it?
It's contagious.
It is contagious.
Perspective and mindset.
Yeah.
How you look at things has a lot to do with the outcome and results.
It definitely does. Well, we know you got a lot of great things to do ahead, so we're glad you're doing well. MomentumProCoaching.com. If you would like Rob to come in and help you, or you want to just set up a consultation, he can get you on the right track for sure. We really appreciate you stopping by today.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yes, he's great. And if you're looking for somebody to give you a little bit of motivation, you can reach out to Rob and get him set up for you. All right, one more market maker we've got. Pulling for Veterans is a great organization helping our vets every day. They have a fundraising flea market coming up on August 3rd at the Am Vets Farm, right off 144, right where the entrance to Tree Trekkers is located. If you want to sell, it's just $30 per space, or you can shop starting at 9 a.m. There's food trucks as well, tons of vendors. Go to outreach@pullingforveterans.org or email that for more information, or pullingforveterans.org, or you can find them on social media as well. All right, I got a chance to sit down with Dwayne Myers from Dynamic Automotive. I tell you, he's got to be one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Here he is. We're at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. It's in downtown on the #1 main street in all of the United States. I'm with Dwayne Myers from Dynamic Automotive, one of the 3. Do you call yourself partners, or how to co-owners, or people who run the place?
Owners, partners, friends, brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like a brothers, because literally we help each other, and then 10 minutes later we're fighting, and then we're helping each other again. So I think it's more like brother. It's family.
Yeah, family. Family. It is a family. Yep. So you have been with Dynamic. How old is Dynamic as a company?
Dynamic just turned 30 in March. It turned 30. I've been beginning of June, 28 years.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. I came part-time. Then went full time, and what a journey.
Yes,
big journey.
What a journey. 30 years is a lot in business. It's a lot anytime, but certainly operating a business that is successful enough that you guys have grown, even recently adding another location.
Yep, we just added our 7th store, first one outside of Frederick County, in Carroll County, in Sykesville. Great add to the family. That location is a great add. Such a cool town. Reminds me a lot of Frederick, much smaller though, but really nice people, very welcoming, great community, and that's what we like. We like to be in the community.
Now, do you guys typically look at established businesses to incorporate into Dynamic and take over, or do you, or like somebody maybe retiring or not doing it any longer, or do you like to search out your own space and start fresh?
Yes.
Any opportunity.
Well, we'll do anything, and I do believe this, and depending on how much resources and how much time you want to put into it, we can make anything successful. But it really is I don't want to say easiest, because none of it's easy, but we enjoy finding a successful business, especially somebody that's at that retirement age.
Sure.
That very few have any succession planning, and we're able to help provide that for them. It helps us grow. They've already started, putting the seed in. They've worked their life building a business, and then if we're able to come in and actually complement that and keep that going, we enjoy that. And that seems easy, but it's
kind of a win-win, right? It's a win for the community. It's a win for that person who's put a lot into it. And I don't know, I own a business. My kids don't want to have anything to do with it. So I understand. We've seen that time and time again, even here in downtown with restaurant owners who don't have any future, and the kids are like, nope, we're not interested. So it's really good to find somebody who's going to move it forward the way you guys do.
I tell you, we just had the grand opening a couple of weeks ago in Sykesville, and we had a big to-do, bunch of people there, but at the very end, the family that we bought it from actually showed up. And we had done a lot of renovations and really put our twist on it, but upgraded it but while respecting the way it was. And the owner, she actually told me, she came back in after they left, and she just said, Dwayne, I just want to tell you, we're so happy we sold it to you. And that meant the world to me, because I look at something like that, that's someone's life's work.
Personal,
It's very personal, as you understand, especially if they've spent their whole life, and then multi-generations have spent their entire lives. It's very, very touching and emotional, and that was pretty cool, because she had many options, and she chose us, and we're very thankful. But it's nice that she was too.
Of course,
after the fact tells you everything.
Yes, it does. And it's kind of like selling your house. A lot of that is probably stuff they wanted to do along the way and just never got around to. And so when somebody keeps that and respects it and all of that, that's amazing. But still has to bring it up to speed in the Dynamic way, because you guys, are miles ahead of a lot of these different places. We love that you're locally owned. Now, your background is interesting. So you were in the military.
Yep. I was a tank mechanic in the Army.
Tank mechanic. Could you still fix a tank?
Some. Actually, a lot of the vehicles they had then, they've been upgraded and modernized, but it's still the same ones.
There's YouTube. There's always YouTube.
They didn't have that when I was in the Army.
I know. I can fix anything off of YouTube maybe, but yeah. And then you retired from the military, or you
didn't retire? No, I served my time that I originally signed up for.
Okay.
And then when I got out, I actually went from tanks to heavy duty. I went to work on tractor trailers.
Okay.
Yep. And then while I was doing that, one of the reasons I went in the Army was I didn't have money for college.
Right.
And so I went in the Army. Had a bunch of friends. We all went in together, but I went in to use for the GI Bill. So I was like, I'm going to use it. So I went to school at night for automotive technology while I was working in the heavy duty truck shop, because I knew that's where I wanted to end up.
Yeah, and that's amazing. And then you found Dynamic. How did that come about?
It's funny how little choices in our life totally change the direction we're going in. And one of my teachers in electronics, Glenn King, was the service manager at Capital Cadillac, and that's where Jose worked at.
Okay.
And he told me, and I was way too much of an introvert back then. He says, you need to go meet these two guys. They're getting ready to open a shop, a little small shop in Newmarket. Back in 1995. And I'm like, well, sure. And I'm like, I was too introvert. I was like, I didn't go anywhere. But Lee and Jose were very outgoing, and they taught me a lot in that regards over the years. But they came down and we met, and I told them when I graduated from college at night, because I said, I can't do one more thing. I'm already working 12 hours during the day and going to school 5 hours at night. Once I graduated, I actually went up part-time. And then when we opened our second store in 2002, I went full-time, and then it grew from there. Bought into the company, and now CEO of the company. So it's been a journey.
That's a great journey though. And it actually is so amazing, because the drive and tenacity and grit, which I think sometimes we generalize the young people today as having missed, but there's still a lot of people out there who see a position or see a journey and just follow through with it. I just think that that's amazing.
It is, and I think a lot of it, if you want to see the grit out of people, is you got to give them opportunities, challenge them, and you also got to help develop them. Not only give them a goal, but help them get there. And I tell you, I've seen a few generations now go through the shops, and I have some of my peers and other business owners that are like, people have changed. They're not like they used to be, and I'm like, well, they're not, and that's okay. You got to find out what motivates them and how you challenge them. We have an amazing team, an amazing group of people that are driven to do good, and you got to figure that out as an owner, is what challenges people and what it takes to get them motivated, so that it's just not your cause, it's our cause.
That's the thing. And I think that that's what you guys do so well. You have some people who have been with the company, I mean, a lot of those 30 years. And that is a testament to giving them not only a job, but a career, a path if they want to follow it, or security where they need it. And that's really great.
I think one of the biggest beneficial things we ever did and learned from a business coach was we would find out our team's goals and then create career paths. And what we realized was, our growth, it's just as much for our team as it is for us. And really it's our team, because it allows us to offer opportunities and so we can promote from within. And that's one of the biggest retention tools and a great attraction tool. We've gotten some great team members because they're like, we know you develop people and help them grow. And that really, that investment pays dividends.
It does for sure. Well, if you need anything to do with your car, bumper to bumper, Dynamic Automotive can help you. 7 locations now, most in Frederick, one just outside. And it's dynamicautomotive.com.
.com.net, we got them both.
Oh, there you go. Smart. This is Dwayne Myers. He is a huge part of our community, and that's why we like to support those businesses as well. They give back in huge ways. You guys do a lot with local nonprofits, giving back with your big, you do a car show each year and donate back, plus everything you do in our community. We really thank you and are so happy you're part.
Thank you, Danny. And really, I tell business owners, especially new ones, the best way for a small business to be successful in the community is to invest in it.
I agree.
And in time, you do it without expectations, but it always circles around.
It does. It does for sure. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Danny.
I want to thank Dwayne Myers. Finally got that up and rolling. Dynamic Automotive. So awesome. All right. That wraps up our show for today. We're back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Keep in mind, we're going to keep you up to date with everything going on in Frederick. So tell a friend. Good Morning Frederick is here for you. It's about you right here. All right. Get out there and have a great day. And let's be great.